You know, I was familiar with the movie. Sometime in my 20s, I saw it because I wanted to see what the big deal was. And, you know, like, it's still shocking, even though there's all kinds of that act in porn nowadays. It's still kind of shocking to see. And so her name, of course, is like in the cultural lexicon of people of a certain generation. And I'd heard that there was maybe going to be a movie about her, and then when I got the call, I just thought, oh, cool, that's funny. I feel like I know way too much about this, so I'm the right person for it. I refreshed myself. I saw the movie again, and then I tried to look up as much stuff as I could on the character I played, Butchie Pereno, of which there wasn't that much, but that was good for me, actually, because I just thought, well, I'm going to give him, you know, what I want to bring to it, and let the script sort of indicate which way I'll go. And that's one of the things that I liked about the character was, you know, yeah, right, he represents a certain element. It's not a secret, right, that the guys who put up the money for the movie were connected in New York. But what I liked about the script, with this character in particular, was that, you know, he recognizes an opportunity. He exploits that opportunity, and in the process of making the movie, he actually believes that they're making a good movie, and he becomes somewhat of an artist. At least that's the way I chose to go with it. Aside from the subject matter, which I was interested in, and the role, which I was interested in, that was a big, huge selling point in having me and deciding to do this film, was the actors I was going to get to work with. Some who I've known socially, but I've never gotten to work with, like Peter and Chris, Hank, all guys I've wanted to work with. Hank, I really wanted to work with Hank. I'm a huge fan of his, and Peter as well. And Amanda I'd never met, and she's fantastic. And I have to say that the funnest time I've had on this is when the cameras are rolling. You know, it's just, they're good actors. You know, doing a scene with Peter, Hank, and Amanda in the office is my favorite day, because it really felt like we were making something, like we were really in that scene. I think Deep Throat did represent a sort of a big symbol of the sexual revolution. But I think it also represented something that we go through a lot today, which is, you know, the first time when the producers of the movie first see that little loop that they make, there's a tendency even now today to exploit the hell out of it for all it's worth. And sometimes those things, whether it be viral or a reality television show, sometimes they blow up so big. And that really, that's not something that's 21st century driven. That's something that I think collectively it's been in the conscience. Something that we see we've never seen before. We want everybody to see it. And that was just one of those things that was like kismet, that happened sort of at the right time, right? You know, the end of the 60s and the beginning of the sexual revolution, you know, certainly in the early 70s.